It's a
What blue
boot.
car are we talking about, Sam? What are you
Okay.
gonna,
Okay, I think
what do
the
you,
blue car we're talking about is the next gen Subaru WRX STI. Is
okay,
that correct, James?
That's
there we go.
correct.
Okay, there we go. Well, the next gen WRX STI could be the last pure gasoline engine model from Subaru when it comes to the WRX, because they may be going to hybrid, especially with the the Toyota Subaru Toyota relationship. This car is expected to make its intro hit the market in the spring of 2022, so spring of next year.
Next year,
Uh,
wow.
yeah, next year, spring of next year. But we might get a peek at a prototype version at the Tokyo Motor Show this fall,
Hmm.
if there is a Tokyo Motor Show this
If
fall.
there is one, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't even know what the status of the Tokyo Olympics is. Is it a go or not?
I don't think it's gonna happen.
You don't think so? Ugh,
Unfortunately, I don't see it happening. I mean, how could they,
I don't know. I don't know. They might try
right?
to force it. I mean, sporting events they're starting to, like Australian Open. I mean, those the tennis,
Yeah,
football.
yeah, you're
So
right. I mean, it is in what, July, August, I think it was first week of August or something like that. So
yeah, it's the
maybe
Summer
they'll have
Olympics.
people vaccinated enough to throw it. But I mean, they have to make up their mind pretty soon, though.
Yeah. Well, let's hope
But
there's a
anyways,
Tokyo Motor Show right this
yeah.
fall too.
Hmm.
Well, what our ninja otakus are telling us is that this new WRX STI, the one that'll come out next year, will be a completely different car than it is now. Yeah, judging by the renderings here from Best Car, that the car is going to look familiar. It's going to look like a WRX STI, especially in that blue. And a lot of the styling and a lot of the visual cues will be left intact. But once you get behind the wheel, they said this thing is going to drive completely different. Uh, this new WRX STI will come powered by a variation of their F24 power plant, and that is the engine that's currently in their Subaru Ascent SUV. And it's not going to have an EJ20, the flat four
Hmm.
that the WRX STI in Japan have been famous for what, the last, I think, so I think
Why,
20 or 30 years. I mean,
why are
it's a
they
long,
going to make this change in the power
because
plant?
because it's going to be a lot more powerful. The
Mhm.
Ascent, the FA24, which is a 2.4 liter flat four, so thus the 24,
Mhm.
produces 260 horsepower in the Ascent. But this 260 horsepower ain't going to cut it for the WRX STI. So the engineers tuned the turbocharged 2.4 liter to 400 horsepower and 360 pound-feet of torque. So
Mm.
the new WRX STI is going to go into the 400 horsepower class, and
That is a
that's
powerful street car
yeah, that's a powerful street car. And of course,
for that size.
not only the engine, I mean the pretty much the whole car is going to be all new.
Mhm.
Uh, it'll be built on their new SGP platform, which stands for excuse me, it was
Yeah, bless you.
sorry,
You have
on
a
the
mute
new
button there.
SGP. I know I was going to, but you guys could edit that out, I hope. I'm sure you guys won't. But the SGP platform, the Super Global platform, and their innovative four-wheel drive system, which called the symmetrical four-wheel drive, will be adapted for this new WRX STI. So the car is going to be lighter, stiffer than the current version, and more powerful. Uh, we here, our Ninja Otakus, are saying that the curb weight's going to be about 3,300 pounds. So that'll let this make the Subaru WRX STI go from 0 to 60 in about 4 to 4.5 seconds. So it's going to be very, very quick. Unfortunately, we hear the price of the car is going to be a little higher, maybe up to about the 45,000 mark. The current WRX STI in the US is just under $40,000, around $39,000. But the pricing, it's way too early to say for sure. So when this car comes out in the spring, we hear March, so early spring of 2022, you can expect it's going to come with a lot of power, a lot of pop, and it could be the last of its kind for the Subaru brand. So, what do you guys think?
It looks really similar to the current one, huh? Especially
Yeah,
from the
they
back.
said they want to keep it looking the same as the car that's out, the car that has been out for the last few years. They don't want to change it too much, just because it has such a great following. I mean,
Yeah.
I know so many people who are just big time WRX fans. Rex, who used to work at GT
Yeah,
Channel.
he bought one.
Yeah, so he's a big Subaru WRX fan. So, James, you are a rally guy from from Britain. So,
I mean, it looks, as Tara said, it looks very similar to the current WRX. I mean, it
is
seems.
that a bad thing or a good thing?
I mean, the styling for them for the WRX isn't really for me in regards to the sedan form. I like it as a hatchback, a true hatchback, not a Samatani hatchback, if
No,
that
no, a
makes sense.
hatchback. That's a true hatchback.
So this, it just, I mean, it makes sense to put the FA24 engine in there, which is like sort of an enlargement of the current FA engine that's in it.
Mhm.
So, and if it's got to be realistically, it has to be up towards that
Mhm.
horsepower figure, because I
Yeah,
mean,
it's
it
getting
was
up there.
it's sitting around 300 and some now, which is Camry range. So it doesn't want to be competing itself against a Camry, so it's got to go high. So 400 seems logical progression, the horsepower wars. So I mean, it seems fine. It's not really for me or my thing, but I'm glad that Tara likes. That's the important thing.
Why
I have a
isn't it for you? You just don't like these kind of cars?
no. I'd prefer, for example, we're talking about you mentioned rallying, Sam. Then I'm obviously going to go with my favorite at this moment in time, which is the Gazoo Racing from Toyota, the Yaris.
The
10. I don't think,
Yaris?
yeah,
Yeah,
that's
the
my
Yaris
favorite
just
one.
won European Car of the Year too. So
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
that's my one. That's my top of the mountain for me at this moment in time. The Subaru is obviously a compelling option, and I'm sure that if Subaru were to give me a press car to drive around in for a week, I might have some other opinions at this point. But I don't. I haven't driven one recently, so that's that. That's all I can
we
say.
got to get
Really.
on them. So
I like the old, the smaller, the sedan shape of their rally cars, though. Actually, to
me
be
too.
honest with
I
you.
mean,
Yeah,
everyone likes the 22B. I mean,
yeah.
Right, the
I'm
22B is.
currently driving that in Gran Turismo at the moment,
Oh,
competing my way
yeah.
through the league. So I
Did
mean,
they
I do.
did they
Yeah.
make the 22B available in the U.S.?
I think you can only buy it under the gray market.
Oh, okay, okay.
I think from memory.
Oh, you mean the Gran Turismo that I got you with on the PlayStation 4 that I got you?
I believe it was a Gran Turismo that Taro got me
Oh, yeah, okay,
because you
okay.
weren't able to deliver on that after you said you would. But yes, you were also the one that was able to enable me to pay full market price from the
You did not pay
PlayStation 4
full.
that you said I was going to get for free.
You
But
did not.
yes,
You
that's
did not make
correct.
full market price. My God. So, anyways, just a note on the WRX STI with their symmetrical four-wheel drive. Probably a lot of people don't know exactly what it is, but with this symmetric four-wheel drive, only Subaru really can do this, because it does take the flat engine and you mount it longitudinally, and from the engine to the rear differential, everything is mounted in a straight line, so it's symmetrical. Thus the name symmetrical four-wheel drive. So, and the combination of the flat engine, the transmission, balanced over the front axle, it provides optimum weight distribution with a low center of gravity. So this gives the car really improved handling characteristics and maximizes grip on all four tires. So the symmetrical all-wheel drive is kind of a unique thing for Subaru, and it should make this WRX STI really, really flourish, in this handling department. And by the way, Subaru has a symmetrical all-wheel drive on all of its cars that has a flat engine, except the BRZ and its K cars. So it's kind of a cool thing. So we'll see that in the WRX STI. That'll be one of the things that'll kind of differentiate, of course, and being four-wheel drive, differentiate it from the BRZ. So
I wonder if they'll have some like limited edition models, coming out before this new version comes out, because Subaru loves doing that kind of stuff. Like they'll
I
do
don't
like,
think so. Even though this is an all new WRX STI, it's already, it's already coming out next, I
this
mean,
next
next
spring,
year.
right? It's in a
Yeah.
year, yeah.
So yeah, I don't think there's enough time for them to come out with a kind of a special 23B or whatever, some kind of version like that. So
I think they could do a different coloring on the panels and that kind of thing.
something
maybe,
light like that.
yeah,
Yeah, but
just
not
add-ons,
something heavy.
bolt-ons of sorts. But yeah,
Yeah,
nothing
so.
too big and heavy.
Okay. So anyways, thumbs up for me on the WRX STI. Thumbs up for Taro WRX STI, and kind of a no. You just said you didn't like it.
It wasn't
No,
for
I said
you.
it's
You said
it's not. I said it wasn't for me, but I
So
still like
if
the
it's
car.
not for you, that's a thumbs down for you.
No,
Yes,
Sammy,
it
don't
is.
put words in my mouth. They're
No,
not
I'm sorry.
characteristics I like from you.
Okay, it's a thumbs up. Okay. So you can
Okay.
still borrow cars. They'll still let you drive their cars.
He wants
I
to
know that's
drive
all.
it,
That's
guys.
all you're worried about, Gabe.
I just want to be able to drive it, Sam, to be fair, and then I can give some proper feedback.
Okay.